Welcome, Knicks Nation. Here we at on Sunday, May the 3rd. Captain Howdy, Shifty Lee, Nancy Stevenson, Mr. Gant, Lee Thomas, Rich, Steve Baptiste, Brother Superstar, Mr. G Money. What's up, y'all? We are now getting ready to start the second round. And I thought that Philly might beat Boston because Boston did not have an answer for Joel Embiid. I watched game 7 yesterday. Many of you might have watched it too. And I saw that between Embiid, Maxey, PG-13, Boston didn't have an answer. Embiid was the key. And let me say something that's going to sound crazy to a lot of you. Cat is better than Embiid. And I'm going to tell you something else. It's not even close. It's not even close. And Philly don't have an answer to Cat. Now, the thing is, the Knicks do not have an answer for Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey already is going to be a problem. He's a blur, man. Brunson can't guard him. Hart can't guard him. McCollum can't guard him. He's too quick for OG. He's going to be a problem. OG's going to have to guard Embiid. And when Embiid's on the bench, OG's going to guard PG-13. But between Alvarado, Deuce, Brunson, Hart, that's how they're going to try to Now, G-Money. I mean, how many of y'all remember? It was like 2 weeks ago. Everybody was like, I don't know, Atlanta might be better than Knicks. Remember that? Oh, this is a tough matchup for the Knicks. They don't match up well with Atlanta. Remember that? That was just 2 weeks ago. I was like, they don't match up well with Atlanta. And I knew, Atlanta lost on purpose the last game so they can come play New York. Okay. You got what you wanted. Okay. Now you're going on vacation. We hope you enjoy your vacation, Atlanta Hawks. Enjoy your vacation because the Knicks sent you on vacation. Once the Knicks figured out Cat, and I've been saying this for months, y'all know it. Y'all need to go through Cat. Quit playing. Just give him the ball and get the hell out the way. And once they figured that out, man, Corey Lindsey, what's up? Malik Shabazz, Grand Rising, Vendimio, Trillium Guns, what's up? Yeah, no, once they figured that out, it was a wrap. Once they go through Cat, and that was on Brunson. Once Brunson understood he needs to go through Cat, and his father, Rick, was in his ass. Y'all remember, his mother and his father said, move the ball. Once he figured that out, it was a wrap. Let me tell you something else. I'm being generous when I say Knicks in 6. I'm being generous. And I'm going to say, just like I said in the last series, listen here. If they're able to get a split at Madison Square Garden, it's going to be Knicks in 6. If the Knicks win both games at Madison Square Garden, Knicks in 5. Philly better hope they can get a split in New York, and that's going to depend on Maxey. Embiid, they putting too much ink on Embiid, man. Listen, after this season, I would still trade his ass. I hope he does very well. I would still trade him and build around Maxey, Edge, Coleman, and Grimy. I would still do it. So whatever. He ain't Cat though. And let me tell y'all know, he damn sure don't want to see no Mitch Rob. He don't want to see Mitch Rob. Mitch Rob don't go for the okie doke. So yeah, I'm with you, Alfonso. I'm giving them the gentleman's sweep, but they gotta win one at Madison Square Garden. If they lose both those games at Madison Square Garden, Knicks in 5. You know and I know when they go to Philly, it's Madison Square Garden East. Joel Embiid already talking. We don't want their fans buying all the tickets. Like last time, we are the better team. No, you're not the better team. You're not the better team. The New York Knicks are the better team. Okay, and it don't matter if it's Detroit, Orlando, Toronto, or Cleveland. Detroit got the best opportunity because Detroit beating Orlando means Detroit's the home team. But if Orlando win, guess who got home court through the whole Eastern Conference? The Knicks. Hey, trying to tell y'all, man. So hey, here come Mitch Rob, here come Deuce, here come Alvarado, here come JC. They ain't ready for this. They ain't ready for this. I don't give a crap what anybody's saying. They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this, man. I'm trying to tell you. They don't got no answer for Cat, number one. Cat playing the Magic Johnson role from the center spot. What they gonna do? What they gonna do? Double him? Oh, okay. You still got to play with OG, and you still got to deal with the assassin. Okay, we don't got to answer for Maxey, but they don't got to answer for that. And the Knicks gonna run that same action. It's gonna be Brunson setting a pick for OG. It's gonna be Cat having the ball at the top of the key, and they ain't got to answer for that. They better hope McCollum ain't running the floor. And God forbid Josh Hart is hitting his threes. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You know, they better hope Josh Hart's not hitting his threes. It's a wrap. Trying to tell y'all. Trying to tell y'all last time. It's a wrap. Okay. You know, so yeah. I'm excited. I'm too excited to be quite honest with you. Don't let the Knicks have home court and you got to play Philly. And Philly can't do nothing with Cat, nothing. And then here come Mitch Rob looking for revenge. Mitch Rob looking for blood. Mitch Rob wants your lunch money. Man, shit. Mm-mm. That's all I'm saying, man. Yeah. I wanted Philly. I ain't gonna lie. I would rather Philly because Boston got them 3-point shooters and the Knicks are not good at covering the 3-point shooters. They're just not. But neither Boston nor Philly got an answer for Karl Anthony Towns. They just don't. The talking heads giving too much to somebody said, well, the Philly got an answer to Karl Anthony Towns. It's called Embiid. I said, oh, no, he don't. And even if he might, what you going to do with OG? What you going to do with Mitch Rob? Mitch Rob locked Embiid ass up. That's why Embiid hurt him. It's only worse now. It's only worse now. What they going to do with that offensive rebounding machine? What they going to do with him? I don't want to see nothing, man. I'm trying to say, man. I'm trying to say. They don't know what the hell's going on yet. They don't know what the hell's going on yet. And y'all know, talking about kryptonite, Andrew Abraham. What's Boston kryptonite? His name is Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges is the Boston Celtic kryptonite. They should know that. They should know that by now. Okay? So play around with us if you want to. Okay. All right. That's all I'm saying. Bring it on. Let's do this thing. Let's get it done. Y'all better get a split in New York. If you don't, this series is going to be over quick. It's going to be over quick. Now, Detroit is going to probably have to play Cleveland in the second round. Look, Cleveland going to put up a fight. Let me tell you something. Detroit's a young team. Their owner's not giving up on them. They got a nice squad, okay? You can run that back next year. But Cleveland, they done paid. They going all in on James Harden. Dumb move. But they went all in on James Harden. They got Donovan Mitchell. They got Mobley. They got Jarrett Allen. They got a nice squad, man. They got a nice team. And they got to go all in. So because they got to go all in, I'm going to give that 6 games, okay? But if Philly don't get at least one in the Garden, and I'm very doubtful, 5. Knicks in 5. It's a wrap. Knicks in 5. Okay? Yeah. But the problem with Garland, Corey Lindsey, availability. He's always hurt. See, that was Garland's problem in Cleveland. He was always hurt, the tall. So they moved him on. And I get it, because they got to win. They got Donovan Mitchell. They just gave Mobley a big deal. They just gave Jarrett Allen some big money. They got to win. They can't be getting iced out before the finals of the conference like they've been. You know, so right now, Cleveland better beat Toronto today. That jumper from RJ, what that remind you of? Halliburton, right? That RJ jumper, man, was like boo, boo, shoo, shoo, shoo. And that was without BI. They won game 6 with just RJ, Podol, and the boy from Florida State. What's the boy name from Florida State? They just beat them without BI, without Big Smooth on the floor. They beat them. Okay, Scotty something. They've been with Scotty on the team. Don't let BI come back. I'm trying to say, man. RJ doing, I told y'all, RJ's the second coming of Jimmy Butler with a jump shot. I told y'all. I've been telling y'all. I didn't think RJ was gonna come into the league and run bully ball like he did at Duke. But damn it, he been running bully ball since he was 19 years old. Can't nobody in the league stop RJ's bully ball. You know what I mean? So woo, this is gonna be good, baby. We are in good shape right now. And they're gonna downplay. Once the Knicks beat the Sixers' ass, they're gonna be like, well, the Knicks had it easy. Oh, y'all was broken against the Knicks, against Atlanta, against Detroit, against anybody they played. The Knicks are the worst team. Jalen Brunson cannot be the best player on the floor, according to that dyke. What's that dyke name? I forgot her name. He can't be the best player on the phone. You can't win with him. Oh, okay. Okay. What about Cat? Y'all forgetting about Cat? Oh, they think this is the Cat that MB bullied when Tom Tibbs was in Minnesota. MB did take his lunch money that year. And that's why you better be glad you got it done. You're not taking his lunch money now. You're not taking his lunch money now. Cat said, oh, hell no. What? Man. I told y'all, right, Corey Lindsey? Never bet against Jalen Brunson. Don't do it. Just don't do it. He's that dog that's coming out of the pile, man. He's that dog coming out of the pile. I'm giving them Knicks in 6 if they get a split in New York. If they lose both games at the Garden, it's Knicks in 5. Because check it out. If the Knicks win both games at the Garden, then they go to Philly. They're going to win 1 out of 2 in Philly. Then they got to come back to New York. Game over. Okay? Game over. All right? So, and look. Toronto, no IQ. They ain't even messing with IQ yet. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even messing with him yet. Oh, what dirt you going to try to do to Mitch Rob this year? Man, we can't have had it no better, man. What? You got home court in the second round? What? You know what happened to Boston, right? They go Jaylen Brown. Great season, man. Enjoy your vacation. Enjoy it. Enjoy your cruise. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your vacation. That's all I'm saying. Enjoy your vacation. Mr. Brown, Mr. Tatum, enjoy your vacation. Okay? Because y'all ain't got no answer for Cat. Oh, when you traded Kristaps Porzingis and you left Jrue Holiday off your team to go out there to Portland and take them to the playoffs, you just lost your championship right there. I'm surprised that I still would have voted MVP for Jaylen Brown. I mean, he carried that team this year. No doubt he did. No doubt. To me, the MVP was Jaylen Brown. I know they're going to give it to SGA. It's either going to be the Joker or SGA. But I would give it to Jaylen Brown, you know. But it's all good. To the Knicks, don't matter. What y'all want to do? You know what I mean? What y'all want to do? Okay? Oh, I don't care. Kelly Oubre is going to be big in the series, though. He's going to be a surprise in the series. He was a surprise in the Boston series. Kelly Oubre really is a playoff player, man. He's been that way since he come out of Kansas, went to the the Wizards. He was still like that. And he hate Boston just like the rest of us. So Kelly Oubre, he got to get his natural done up right. But other than that, I don't have no problem with Kelly Oubre. I like Kelly Oubre, and he's going to be a problem. And I don't know who's guarding him because I don't really know who would y'all put on Maxey. I would actually start off with Brunson against Maxey. I would, because they would switch that anyway. So I'll start Brunson against Maxey and tell Brunson keep his ass out the middle of the floor. Keep his ass out the middle of the floor. I'll bring little ass Alvarado in there, and we'll be going like that. Yeah, Clarkson. Yep, Clarkson for real. Yep, yep. I don't think OG got the foot speed to stay with Maxey. Maxey's a damn blur, man. You know, he is. He really is a damn blur, man. Deuce could have a chance against him. I don't think Hart can guard him either. They just got to keep his ass out the paint. You know, he tough, man. He tough. He gets in the paint. Maxey's the real problem in Philly. Maxey's the real problem, okay, in Philly. You know, he really is. He's a blur, really. He won that game. Did you see the game yesterday? He took all of the 50-50 balls. It was him doing it. It was Maxey, man. It was Maxey. Shamet plays if they need him. They're going to go with Alvarado first. It's going to be JC and Alvarado with Deuce and Big Mitch Robin in the second unit. Yeah. Maxey's a blur, though. He really is. I ain't never seen nobody that fast in a minute that can do stuff with the ball like him. Isaiah Thomas was like that. You know, the first Isaiah Thomas, he was like that. But damn. What's up, Ruggs? Damn, man. Maxey's a blur, man. He's going to be tough. He's going to be tough. He's going to create problems. The biggest thing is you're going to have to let him shoot jump shots, and he's dangerous there too, okay? You got to let him shoot jump shots, and you got to go at him on the defense. I don't know who they're going to have Maxey guarding. Probably Brunson, you know, but Brunson better give up that rock. Don't let it be a one-on-one series. See, Brown was trying to make it a one-on-one series with Embiid. Embiid, he had Embiid going. Brown was talking all kind of mess. VJ's going to be big. He is. VJ's going to be big. This is the second round. This is where it gets real. The first round gets real because it's the playoffs. But now you're in the semifinals, the final four in each conference. It's going to get real now. It's about to get real. It's about to get real. And so Philly needs to get a split in New York. If they don't, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Okay. I don't think they guard Oubre with Brunson. I'll tell you, Brunson will cook his ass. But OG, Oubre's going to guard OG or McCollum. You know, that's how they're going to do this. The road runner going to be big too. This is going to be a hell of a series. It's going to be a chess match. At the end of the day, though, like I said, Philly better get a split in New York. If they come out of New York and they ain't got a dub, it's just Knicks in 5. It's Knicks in 5. You know, it's Knicks in 5. And guess what? I bet you Mike Brown got some wrinkles we ain't seen yet. But he don't really need to pull him out because Philly ain't got an answer for Cat. Okay? Forget Sohan, bro. Stop smoking. Sohan ain't coming out. Sohan ain't playing. He ain't. They're going to use Clarkson on PG-13. They're going to use Clarkson on his ass. They're going to use Hart on his ass. They're going to use Deuce on his ass. You forget Clark. Forget Sohan. You'll see Sohan if they're up by 30. Okay? But forget that. Forget Sohan. Take your fantasy league somewhere, man. I'm trying to tell you. We're trying to get the trip. It's time for the grown-ass men to play. The guys that's been here in the trenches with us. Okay? It's time for the grown-ass men to play. Forget your little hopes and your little jerseys on the wall. Forget all that. We're trying to win the chip now. Okay, Maxey's going to be a problem. You ain't lied yet. Maxey's going to be a problem. No, they ain't playing more bigs. Mother flock the bigs. The Philly can't even answer for Cat and Mitch Rob. And you still got grown-ass man OG. You think grown-ass man don't see this? He's going to play the double big a little bit. It ain't going to be a complete freeze out, I'm trying to say. But they don't want to see Mitch Rob. You sit Cat and put Mitch Rob out there. Shit. It's gonna be on like gone, baby. It's gonna be on. It's gonna be on. We ain't worried about no double big. We ain't worried about Sohan. You better put that damn towel and start waving it. Shit. We ain't worried about him. No, Philly's bench. Let me take a look. Let me see what they got. What do they have? What do Philly have on the bench anyway? Y'all should know what they got on the bench. They got a nice Edwards. The boy is Edwards on the bench, right? Boy Edwards on the bench. They got a nice bench with him. Edwards is nice. They got they backup center. What's the boy name? The backup center. What's the boy name? The kid from he's from Connecticut. Got his big money in Detroit. I forgot his name. You know who I'm talking about? What's the backup center name? What's the backup center name? I forgot his name. They got him. He all right. But he can't do nothing with the Knicks. He can't do nothing with the Knicks. No, I'm sorry. No. Philly better win a game in New York. That's all I got to say. They better win a game. They could talk all the mess they want. Bring it. Quentin Grimes, Tyrese Maxey, Edwards, and Drummond, Andre Drummond, and Bona. They got Dominic Barlow. They got a nice bench. Dominic Barlow, Q Dog, Justin Edwards, and Drummond. They got a nice bench. I can't say they ain't got a nice bench. Their bench will beat you if you underestimate. But they ain't got no answer for Mitch Rob. Drummond ain't no answer for Mitch Rob. He a roughneck too. But he ain't no answer for Mitch Rob. Yeah. So, yeah, they got Lowry. Lowry ain't hardly playing though. Lowry, you all know Lowry like 40 years old. Kyle Lowry. Yeah, he done. He's a coach really right now. Kyle Lowry is 40 years old. He's 40 years old, man. They're using Grimy a lot. And Grimy's getting the loose balls, but they got a nice bench. You can't underestimate no team that's in the semifinals of the NBA. Don't sleep on. No team. And what I like is that the commentators are sleeping on the Knicks. I tell you who ain't sleeping on the Knicks. Joel Embiid. Yo, what's up, New York Knicks? No, Joel Embiid ain't sleeping on the Knicks. He know better. He wasn't even sleeping on Boston. He said, I'm tired of losing to these guys. Well, that's nice. You ain't got no answer for Cat. You ain't got no answer for him. None. Yeah, you ain't got no answer for Cat. And here come Mitch Rob with Deuce coming off the bench. What? We gonna do this business, y'all. I'm gonna take my wife to dinner today. We're gonna enjoy my wife's birthday's coming up. We're gonna enjoy the birthday dinner, and I'm gonna come back home and I'm gonna watch who gonna be the team. Is it gonna be Detroit or Orlando? It's gonna be Detroit or Orlando. It's one of them two that's gonna play, right? And they're gonna play against probably Cleveland. I'm giving Cleveland the 7th game in Cleveland against Toronto. If they choke in the 7th game in Toronto, they breaking that team up. They breaking it up. Okay, they breaking it up. But Cleveland has got to win in Cleveland today. To me, Cleveland's under the most pressure. See, Orlando is still young. They can talk, what they want. But if Orlando lose today, they can come back next year with the same team. Detroit's going to come back next year with the same team. But Cleveland, they're going to make changes if they don't get by Toronto today. That means Cleveland lost in the first round. Look at here. Whatever you want to say, right? When you look at the records, Boston lost in the first round. Atlanta lost in the first round. Can you imagine what it would be like if the Knicks lost in the first round? Can y'all imagine? They'd be calling for Mike Brown's job. I'm not lying. They were calling for Mike Brown's job in Game 6. Shout out, Carlos. I want the Magic to win too, Corey. I ain't going to lie. I want Detroit to get beat because Detroit's a pain in the ass. That damn JB Bickerstaff, he got them boys balling. But Cleveland, I'm going to pick Cleveland and Detroit to move into the semis and play each other. And I'm going to pick Detroit to beat them in 6. Yeah, it's my wife's birthday, man. Blessed I am. We're going to have dinner today. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Malik. They're crazy as hell. You're going to be glad you got that assassin on your team. Yeah. Orlando can't shoot. And number 2, what do y'all think is Franz Wagner playing today? Is Franz Wagner playing today? Because if Franz Wagner plays, they got a chance to beat Detroit because they got an answer for the boy there. Franz Wagner's out. They got a problem. They got an answer in Franz Wagner for Cade Cunningham. Franz Wagner's out. Yeah, he's out. So, okay. And that was what gave Philly the advantage yesterday. There was no Tatum for Boston. When Tatum was ruled out, Philly became the better team. And if Franz Wagner's ruled out, Detroit's the better team. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, there was no Tatum. There's no Wagner today. That's a problem. That's a problem for Magic. Pistons going to win that game. Paolo could do what he would do. He really, Paolo been a monster, man. Like I thought he would be. But they got no answer for Cade Cunningham. Wagner was the answer, but they don't have that no more. They need Wendell to guard Duran. Yeah, he gets easy buckets. He's 6'10". He can stand in front of Cade Cunningham and stop him from getting in the paint. Franz is very important to that team. You know, Franz today is major problems. Damn, Jamal Mosley's going to have to really come out his bag to beat Detroit in Detroit. I want to say, though, Detroit, what's their home record? Detroit in the regular season standing, Detroit finished first in the league. They were 31-9 at home. So they did have, they had an 8.2 differential, but that's the regular season. Y'all all know by now, regular season don't mean a goddamn thing, right? Because you better come to play come playoff time. That's where the grown-ass men play. See, somebody that might sit during the season is going to play in the playoffs. And when somebody in the playoffs, like a Franz Wagner or Tatum, sits in the playoff game 7, what? You must be hurt. You must be really hurt. And who's hurt for the Knicks? Wait. Who's hurt for the Knicks? Oh, shoot. Who's hurt for New York? OG, Hart, JB, McCollum. Who hurt? Some from Brooklyn. What they going to do with Cat, man? Man, it's a wrap. They better win too. They better get a game in New York. That's all I'm going to say. They better come out Monday night like they life hang on it. They better come out Monday night. They're going to give Cat the ball first 5 dimes down the floor. Cat going to do his Magic Johnson routine. It's a wrap. A 76ers got a good bench. Grimy, Edwards, Bona, Drummond, Barlow. 76ers got a good bench. Underrated. That's why you know what? You can't sleep on nobody in the semifinals of the NBA playoffs. You can't sleep on nobody. They just beat Boston. Period. Okay? The better team won. Philly was the better team. Boston had no answer without Tatum and trying to guard Embiid. They had no answer. Okay? They had no answer. And so here we go. Yeah, Embiid flops. And you know what? Cat dunks. Here we go. And you think you got away with something because you might be able to get Cat in foul trouble? Here come Mitch Rob. And guess what? I'm going to tell you right now. The grown-ass man is going to be guarding Embiid. I wouldn't have Cat guarding Embiid. The grown-ass man is going to guard Embiid. They better win one in Madison Square Garden if they want to make it a series. That's all I'm saying. If they don't win one at MSG, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And wait till you go to Philly and see all the Knicks fans in Philly. Yeah, it's a wrap. Oh, man. And we got a healthy Mitch Rob. Look, they've been holding Mitch Rob out of back-to-backs the whole season just for this. Okay? Just for this, man. That's what I'm saying. The pressure's not on New York. Philly better win one in New York if they want to make it a series. If they don't win one in New York, it's a wrap. Gentleman's sweep. Okay? Gentleman's sweep. MB put his whole heart and soul into beating Boston yesterday. I mean, he was out there limping. He was talking mess to Brown. He was doing all he could to help his team win. Really was. But man, please, man. The Knicks got the juggernaut going. The Knicks got the juggernaut going. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all ain't got to worry about all these talking heads. Well, the Sixers might win. Yeah, okay. Whatever you want to get the gambling up. That's what they're doing. They're trying to get y'all know they're trying to get you to gamble, right? I think the Sixers might upset the Knicks. Let's be real, okay? The Sixers better hope they get a split in New York. That's all I'm trying to say. You don't get a split in New York, it's a wrap. I told y'all, if the Knicks pass the cat and get the hell out the way, it's a wrap. That series would have went 5 if they did that early. It's a wrap. Okay. Tomorrow, if they go to cat early, it's a wrap. Especially if cat is playing some defense, it's a damn wrap. Okay. I'm trying to tell you. And OG, they might try to get him in foul trouble going to Embiid. He better not want to see Mitch Rob. Yeah, I'm with you, G-Child. I'm with you. The Knicks going to move his big ass all over the floor trying to guard Cat. Oh, man. They probably should guard Cat with Barlow or who else they got? They need somebody smaller on Cat because Embiid ain't going to have no... Yeah, right now, even BSPN got the Knicks favorite in the first game. They got the Knicks favorite in game 1. Even BSPN got the Knicks favorite in game 1. 70-30 in game 1 in New York. Knicks favorite 77-23. Damn. I mean, they giving the Knicks 7.5 points on them, man. They even understand. Even BSPN, who is the biggest Knicks haters ever. And, with stupid A. Smith, he jumped on and off the bandwagon like I'm changing my socks. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Yeah. Nick Nurse, if he was smart, I wouldn't have MB trying to guard Cat. I have somebody quicker on Cat. As I'm only going to say Knicks in 6 if Philly gets a win in New York. If Philly don't get a win in New York, Knicks in 5. Knicks in 5. And Detroit against Cleveland is going to be a hard-ass series. A hard-ass series. And don't let the Raptors win today. No, it ain't going to be that bad. Ain't nobody going to fold the way Atlanta fell. I was really disappointed in how Atlanta folded like that. I expected Knicks in 5, but since they got a split in New York, I did say Knicks in 6. And that's what it was, right? I was a little disappointed in Atlanta not showing up. They got exposed like the Wizard of Oz got exposed. They got exposed. There was nothing behind the curtain. The Knicks came for them, and there was nothing behind the curtain. Okay? Nick Nurse is a smart-ass coach. He got a nice bench. He got a nice enough bench. He ain't got Mitch Rob, Deuce, JC, Shamit, Alvarado, but he got a nice bench, though. Okay? Woo, Lord. The Knicks are in good shape. Yo, this is a good time to be Knicks Nation. This is a good time to be Knicks Nation. Hey, Joe White, if Josh Hart's jumper's falling, I don't know. If Josh Hart's jumper's falling, they better hope it's off. I'm assuming it's going to be off. But if Josh Hart's jumper's falling, shit. And then here come fourth quarter assassin. Shit. Damn. Man. Here we go. Really, it's Brunson, it's Cat, it's OG. It's the whole 5. Once the ball is moving, all of them are activated. And then you still got Mitch Rob and Deuce and Alvarado and JC coming off the bench. They ain't playing. They can smell blood in the water, man. They ain't playing. Shit. That's what I'm saying, OG. That's what I'm saying. Shit. Man, you don't want to mess with the Knicks. Not right now. Philly better get one in Madison Square Garden. That's all I'm saying. If they don't get none at Madison Square Garden, Knicks in 5. If they get a split, Knicks in 6. But they better get one at MSG. That's what Detroit did. Not Detroit. ATL did. They won by 1 point at MSG game 2. They better get that. Better get it. And Maxey is more dangerous than McCollum. McCollum was dangerous. And y'all heard about Josh Hart saying, give his ass to me. I'll take care of it. Woo, man. That's all I'm saying. We got the juggernaut going in New York right now. So good luck. Hey, listen, we wish Boston and Atlanta that they will have a good vacation. Enjoy your vacation. And y'all make millions of dollars. You was under a lot of pressure. Enjoy your vacation. Let Tatum come back strong for training camp. And they're going to be tough next year. Boston going to be back at it. Listen, Indiana's going to be back at it next year. You're going to see some of the old players come back. It's going to be tough. You know, no doubt, man. Hartenstein going to find a new home. There's going to be a bidding war for Isaiah Hartenstein. Whoever gets him is going to be in the thick of this mess. Whoever gets him is going to be in the thick of this mess, man. Like I said, if I'm Philly, I'm getting rid of Embiid. I'm getting Hartenstein. Less money, more hustle, tougher. Yeah. It's going to have to protect the paint. The Knicks defensive scheme, whatever they do, they got to protect the paint. Force Maxey outside the paint, and it's not easy to do. Maxey's a blur. He just really is. He's a blur, man. Okay, so he's going to be tough. We got to force him outside the paint. If he's scoring from the sides, okay, we'll take that. But don't let him get in the paint. He's going to be tough if he gets in the paint. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to see. Well, I'm just saying iHeart's going to be in demand this summer. OKC can't pay him. Celtics are going to be able to pay him. They shouldn't have got rid of Jrue Holiday. They can use iHeart. Philly could use iHeart. It's going to be a tough summer for the Knicks. The Knicks are not going to be able to get him. But, you know, what you want. You got Hart, you got Cat and Mitch Rob. You can't really get much better than Cat and Mitch Rob. Yeah. So, well, that's up to them, Prince J. If I was Daryl Morey, I'd send his ass somewhere and get some first-round picks for him right now. And then I'd take the savings and I'd be going after iHeart, all four, getting after iHeart. What you want, 30 million, 35 million? We doing it. Okay. I wouldn't say the only way he's not going nowhere is if Philly decide he's not going nowhere. Otherwise, they're moving his ass. They should, so. Yeah, the skill level of the big man has changed. There's more people were calling for Cat to be on the block. That's old school. You want Cat to have the ball at the top of the key. I told you when he raised that ball over his head and be looking for cutters, he can score. He could shoot from all three levels. He shoot the three-pointer, shoot the foul shot, get the layup. Cat can get tough if you want him to. Cat can hit threes if you want him to. Cat can get 10 assists if you need him to. That's the big man of today's game. The big man has evolved. You got Chet Holmgren. You got Victor Wembanyama. You got Cat. You got Embiid, Wendell Carter. The big man is asked a lot these days. So you got to have an answer for the big man. Ardon went and got Cat while Minnesota was vulnerable because Minnesota was trying to play Cat at the 4. Cat is more dangerous at the 5 than the 4. All y'all calling for Mitch Rob and Cat don't know what the hell you're doing. They paid him for like 5 minutes at a time, but you want Cat at the 5. There's no 5 in the NBA that could guard him. You are right now in the position. You're sitting in the bird's nest. There's no 5 in the league that can guard Karl Anthony Towns. There is no 5 that could do it. Denver had the Joker, but Denver messed up because they let Michael Porter go to the Nets. And they went and got a lighter ass in Cam Johnson. They should have kept Michael Porter Jr. Okay, they should have kept him, but they done gave up the championship. Sometimes you can replace a dude. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can replace a guy. Sometimes you can't. That's what Boston surprised me. They came in with Jaylen Brown doing work this year, for real. Okay, that's right. Philly not getting much rest, so they playing tomorrow. MB got a day to get them wheels together to play in Madison Square Garden tomorrow. He gonna get his ass cooked, but it's the second game, Wednesday. That's gonna be the big game, y'all. That's the game Philly must win. That's the game they must win. Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Cat, they're gonna be hyped tomorrow. MSG's gonna be unbelievable tomorrow. So they're gonna get smoked. But Wednesday is gonna be the game. They need to come away from New York with a split to make it a 6-game series. Otherwise, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm trying to tell you. Well, they're going to attack MB because they ain't got MB cannot guard Cat. MB cannot guard OG. He can't move with any of them. Okay? They're going to attack him. When he's on the floor, they're going to go at his ass. And they're going to attack Brunson with Maxey. They're going to attack Brunson. They're going to attack Hart with Maxey. I'd start off with Brunson guarding Maxey, knowing they're going to come at him. Then they won't have to set no picks. They're going to try to go right at Brunson. Keep his ass outside. Don't let him get in the paint. It's not easy. I respect Maxey when I wanted him before we got IQ. I told you I wanted Maxey before we got IQ. Shoot, Maxey's a blur, man. Oh, man, it's going to be on. They're going to try dirty tricks like they did the last time. Yeah, you ain't lied yet, Woody. You ain't going to try dirty tricks. We are the better team. Get the hell out of here. Shit. You see, everybody think this is the 2010 Knicks. This ain't the damn 2010 Knicks. This is the Don's Knicks. This is Thibodeau's Knicks. And they done added Mike Brown, which is going to make use of the bench Knicks. You know what I mean? Shit. This ain't the 2000 Knicks. Nah, I'm trying to say, man, y'all, they sleeping. They sleeping on our team. When I listen to them cats this morning, I think Philly might win it in 7. I'm like, what the hell's up your ass, man? You crazy as hell. What? They hyping Embiid. They hyping him. Embiid smart. Got a pretty girl. Probably got the prenup done. Got her knocked up. Got a cute little kid. Nice family man, Embiid. He's making $50 million this year, $50 million next year, $60 million a year after that. Cool. He got it all straight. Nice. Okay. But he can't guard Karl Anthony Towns. He cannot. He cannot. His ass is cooked. They better hope Maxey come to play. Because Maxey's going to come to play. He really is. Maxey's going to be a problem. For real. But I ain't worried about Philly. I wasn't worried about Philly if Embiid was fully healthy. I ain't worried about Philly. Philly got to worry about Mitchell Robinson. Y'all know that. He got to pull on his leg or something. Elbow him in the ribs or something. Ask Dyson Daniels. Ask him. Please, man. Send his ass on vacation with his pretty wife and his babies. They can make some more babies. Go and do that. You know what I mean? Go and do that. Have a good time. Just like Boston. Meet the Celtics out there on the ship somewhere. Y'all be good. You know? So, yeah, I understand he was hurt. I was hurt when Tibbs got fired too. I just didn't think they were going to do it. But I knew Tibbs was very stubborn, and I knew we had a bench. He wasn't utilizing them. I understood. But, you know, is what it is, man. Is what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Harold. That's right. That's right. We're going to see who the second coming really is. We're going to see who it really is. It's nice to be a Knicks fan right now. We could brag, y'all. We're in a position to brag. Mother flock the Sixers. We're in a position to brag, y'all. Them fools better come to New York and get a split if they want to make it a series. Otherwise, get their bags packed. It's a wrap. I'm saying it's a wrap. He might play him a little bit, finagle. I mean, y'all acting like this is the main series to play them 40 minutes. Hell no. Play them for like 5 minutes, man. That's all we need. Play Mitch Rob by MB by himself. sit his ass down, trying to say they ain't got no answer for Mitchell Robinson. He gonna snatch all offensive rebounds. He gonna take your lunch money. We telling you what's getting ready to happen. You better get a split in MSG or it's Knicks in 5. Shit. Y'all act like he gonna play Mitch Rob and Cat for 40 minutes. No, hell no. Hell no. For what? Y'all know you got Josh Hart, right? Please. Let that second unit cook for a minute. Trying to tell you. I told y'all 6 months ago the Knicks was going to be a problem. See? Now everybody waking up. I told y'all 6 months ago there was going to be a problem. The league got a problem with the juggernaut. In New York. Yeah, we're going to see what happens, man. Cat going to drive past his ass and flush it on his ass. Then he going to try to guard Cat back up. Oh, back up then. Better hope he miss. Better hope OG ain't cutting. Better hope the road runner ain't running. Better hope Josh Hart off. Better hope the assassin calm down. It's one of the few years, Chick George, that we could brag. It's one of the few years that we can brag. We got everything covered. Y'all wanted all-stars at every position. We don't really need that. We got OG grown-ass men. We got the road runner. And we still got 2 all-NBA players. I've been trying to tell you. You're listening to Stephen A. Stupid in this New York media. Don't do that. It makes you look stupid, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. They ain't worth it. They ain't. Yeah, they ain't worth it, man. Be all right. See, we're going to be all right. That's all I'm saying. Shoot, you better hope somebody get hurt. They hope somebody get hurt. No, the tough one now. The Knicks get by Philly, right? Detroit. Detroit's out for blood. It's going to be out for blood. You know, it's going to really be. We're going to put OG Anunoby on Cade Cunningham. And that damn dude off the bench, what's that boy's name? I forgot. Lindsey. He's going to be tough. You know, he's going to be tough. He's going to be tough. But Brunson's got to play defense. Everybody's focusing on Brunson as the offensive genius. That ain't the problem. Brunson's got to play some defense, man. So, you know, so Jenkins, right. He's going to be tough, man. That boy going to be tough. It's going to be the real series there, going to the finals. And people sleeping. They act like, okay, OKC and San Antonio are the 2 toughest teams in the West. Okay. The Knicks will beat either one of their ass. They sleeping on our team, man. They sleeping on our team. Shit. What you think? This is a pro-ass team. We ain't playing with y'all. You thought we was playing? Oh, we ain't playing. Yeah, Harold. You see how stupid that sound now, Harold? We need to trade McCollum and Cat. We need to get Giannis. Flock out of here with Giannis. We don't need nothing. We just need health, and we got that. Okay, we got that. We just need health. That's it. And we got that. Okay. Shit. Deuce was ready to get loose last game. They didn't let him loose because they didn't need to. You know, they didn't need to. So it's on, man. It's on like Cone right now. That's all I'm saying. Detroit only has one main guy, Cade Cunningham. And this Lindsey, what's his name? Lindsey, what's that second dude name? He good too. The boy, the young boy is good too. I forgot his name. What's the young boy's name? What's the young boy on Detroit's name? He good. He was carrying the load. But they got a problem when Cade Cunningham is out there because Cade is that guy. I've been telling y'all he's that guy. He's really that guy, you know. So Jenkins, right? Jenkins is rough, man. He really is. He got balls on him. You know, him and Edgecombe, 2 rooks. You know, that's their weakness and their strength. Jenkins, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 718, Dre. That's what I'm talking about. Jenkins. They you know, they good, man. You gotta give them their props. They good. So here we go, though. So Detroit first got to get by the Magic. Magic was up 3-1, see, and now it's a 7-game series. They got Detroit favored basically 80-20 right now in Detroit, which they will be favored. See, so I got that. Magic can't shoot. If Anthony Black is hitting his jumper, we know Bane's gonna come to play. If Paolo come to play, they got a shot. But I'm favoring Detroit in that series. I'm favoring Detroit and Cleveland to go to the semifinals. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna see. But all I'm saying is Philly need to get a split in New York to make it a series. If they don't get a split, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Okay? It's a wrap. Maxey gonna have to get 40 a game. Maxey gonna have to get 40 a game. Yeah, so we'll see. It's gonna be a game in Detroit today, and it's gonna be a game in Cleveland. Whoever survives, survives. You know? We're gonna see. I know there's gonna be a lot of gambling on both games. Gonna be a lot of gambling. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Corey Lindsay. If you get done in the first round again, Cleveland's getting broke up. They're getting broke up, man. So I know, Richard Baptiste, you ain't lied yet. You ain't lied yet, bro. You ain't lied yet. So both Orlando and Cleveland needed to handle business in game 6. Neither of them did. Okay. So Maxey's gonna go off tomorrow. He's gonna come to play. He's the biggest problem we have in New York. Tyrese Maxey. He really is. He's gonna be a problem. I respect the hell out of him. He's a blur, man. And he really, whoo, man, he's a blur. He's a handful. There's no doubt. He's a handful. So we'll see. I want to see who win these 7 games today. So yeah, I'm getting ready to sign off. I just wanted to stop in and say hello to my favorite fans in the whole world. Y'all are what make this channel go. Y'all are what make it worthwhile showing up. Y'all really are. There's been times I wanted to say forget all y'all and just end it, but I didn't, because some of y'all really make it worthwhile. I ain't lying. I like y'all, man, for real. John Pettit, Woody, Guilford, Malik, y'all really, Corey, Michael, y'all got it going on, man. I ain't lied yet. Y'all doing good, man. Y'all doing good. Y'all doing good. And even some of y'all be kicking the brothers some dollars. I'll be like, somebody threw up 500 last month. I was like, damn, you just really, wow, shit. I was like, damn, that threw me off. That made me speechless. I was like, what the hell? I ain't had no juice yet. I'm acting like it, though, because I'm psyched for my team, man. I'm psyched for my team. Been a tough 2 weeks for your boy, but the team has helped me tremendously. I ain't lying, man. What the Knicks are doing, really. Yeah, Wembanyama. What you want to do? Memorize me with that skinny ass Wembanyama? Motherfucker, Wembanyama. I say Carl Anthony. New York, Carl Anthony. You better do something with Carl Anthony. Motherfucker, Wembanyama. You better do something with Carl Anthony. Shit. And you know how Mitch Rob act when you be comparing him to somebody and saying, this guy might be better than you, Mitch. Don't say that to him. Don't say that. Are you calling him kitty cat? You're going to see kitty cat piss all over your cat box. He's going to piss all over your mess, man. He's going to raise his leg up and piss on you. That's what's going to happen. Kitty cat my ass. He was kitty cat 6 years ago in Minnesota. Oh, Spurs chip this. I got chip this for the Spurs. I got a chip right here between my legs for the Spurs. Motherfucker Spurs. Shit. Who they got to play next? They got to play Mini, right? Shit, you better get by Juju in them. What you think? You better get by Juju in them. Yeah, I admit they got to be favored, but they got to get by Juju in them. Here we go. Motherfucker Spurs. Bring the Spurs on. They're gonna be wanting revenge after the Knicks beat their ass in the cup. Mm-hmm. But hey, we're gonna see what happens. That's all I'm gonna say. It's good that you supporting your team, you bandwagon ass fool. I've been with the Knicks from before Tibbs. And so here we had Tibbs, we went through Tibbs, and now we got the Mike Brown era. And Mike Brown didn't realize nobody got an answer for Karl Anthony Towns. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, that's all. Okay. Mother Flocka Wambanyama. Light ass. He ain't in the same weight class. Go on with your light ass. He ain't in the same weight class. Go on with your light ass. We got grown ass men getting ready to show up in MSG, y'all. Mm-hmm. And they got to get by Juju in there. You think Juju playing with y'all? Juju ain't playing with y'all. And you better be glad Dante and Ann ain't playing. I don't know how long the Sumu's out. Y'all know? How long the Sumu out for? Because the Sumu ain't playing with y'all either. They got the Sumu, and Bones Highland got a chip on his shoulder. He ain't playing with y'all. Bones Highland, how long the Sumu out? Let me see the injury list for Minnesota. Let me see this. I know Ant is out. You know, he's out for the series. But they got the Sumu told reporters Saturday he's day-to-day, the right calf. The Sumu's a player, man. And here comes the damn sloth, Kyle Anderson. Shit. Y'all better hope, please. Y'all better get by Juju and them talking that Wembanyama shit. You better get by Juju. Shit. Juju beat your ass, man. See, we familiar with Juju. He was a Knick. You don't want to mess with Juju? Mm-mm. He gonna beat your ass, then go make more babies with his blonde head chick. Yeah, he's out. Ant is out. Ant is out, and of course we know Dante is out. But the Sumo and Bones Highland stepping up, Corey. The Sumo and Bones Highland stepping up. The Sumo had a 40-point game in the last series, if I'm not mistaken. He dropped 40 in the last series against Denver. I think he had a 43-point game 5 or something, right? Yeah, it's true, man. So you better hope the Sumo don't come back. And Bones Highland got a chip on his shoulder. He done played for Denver. He had something to play for. Yeah, so y'all better hope they ain't got no guards or they gonna beat your ass. Fuck a Wembanyama. So you got to distinguish between the real and the hype from the TV. Wembanyama's good, man. He was defensive player of the year, in the running for MVP. But we in the playoffs now. This is where the grown-ass man play. You can't be coming like no damn croissant. Okay. This is the playoff. Yeah, you can't play with us now. Mm-mm. You better hope Juju won't beat your ass. I always kind of been a fan of Juju. I just wasn't high on him as Gumby was. Gumby thought Juju was Jesus coming, man. You know what I'm saying? Gumby thought Juju was the second coming, man. I was never that heavy on Juju, but I respect the hell out of Juju, man. I like Juju. And then he went over there with the Ragu and they was doing business. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Gumby thought the Juju was the second coming. You know what I'm saying? But I respect the hell out of Juju, man. And they got enough. If they had enough and Gobert to guard the Joker, that ain't no joke either now, for real. But they ain't got an answer for Juju. They were missing Michael Porter Jr. Damn, Cam Johnson wasn't the guy to try to guard Juju. He wasn't the guy. Philly got Edwards. They got, what's that center's name? Philly got Edwards. They got, what's that dude's name? They got, there's another dude they got, hold on. And nobody hurt either. They got Edwards, they got Grimes, Dominic Barlow. Watch him, Justin Edwards, Dominic Barlow, Adem Bona, Andre Drummond. They got Grimes. They got a nice bench over there. They do. They got a nice bench over there. Yeah, they do. Philly, you don't get to the semifinals in the West or the East without a bench. So don't sleep on Philly's bench. They're going to be tough. Maxey's their key, though. Embiid's a mirage. He's just a fake. He's the wizard behind the curtain. Ain't nothing there. Okay. I know, begging them. Isn't he, Kevin? Begging them. Don't sell to the Knicks. Yeah, too late. We already on it. We was waiting for y'all. Shit. and Spurs, y'all, whoever the fool coming in here type of Wembanyama like it's a damn what's the name? Brain mind control shit. Wembanyama better bring shit because Juju coming to beat your ass. I'm trying to tell you. And he's very familiar with Gobert. They Frenchmen, both of them. He's very familiar with Gobert. So don't sleep on Minnesota. You better hope Dusumu not playing. Dusumu had already said, I'm playing. And Grimey's doing good. That's what I'm saying. Grimey's good, man. He scored 18, I think, in game 6 or 5 for them to win. Come off the bench for the 18. Grimey tried to posterize somebody yesterday on Boston. He tried to put them on the poster. He had to chalk out and everything. He just missed the dunk, but he wasn't playing. I'm trying to say, this is the playoffs. Guys ain't playing around, man. This ain't no regular season game, 82 games. They're coming for blood. Philly's coming for blood, but they better come for Cat. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the same one, organic, same one. They trying to come with that skinny ass. He ain't in our weight class. You better go on with his light ass. We ain't giving him no pass. He better get raped fast. I'm probably doing it, in a day like I usually do it. In the daytime, and then we'll be ready for the night game. I think tomorrow night's game is 8, right? Am I right? It's about 8 tomorrow night. Knicks Sixers is about 8 o'clock, I think. Tomorrow Eastern, if I'm not mistaken, they playing 8 o'clock. They playing in New York tomorrow. I'm still hyped that Knicks are start. I fully expected them to be on the road, in the second game against Boston, right? We thought it was going to be Boston, New York, didn't we? I thought it was going to be Boston, New York, just like y'all. But then I saw Embiid come back. I wasn't expecting him to come back with his crooked, his hype crawling ass. I wasn't expecting him to come back. But then when he came back, I was like, oh, shit. Boston ain't got nothing for him. He ain't got nothing for him. And here he come, limping out there. And there it was. There it was. Okay? Yeah. So I'm looking for the Knicks to finish Atlanta, Atlanta. Damn Sixers. If the Sixers don't get a split in MSG, Knicks in 5. Then the Knicks will probably have to play Detroit in the conference finals. It ain't going to be easy. It's going to be a 7-game series. That's going to be a tough series. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be a tough-ass series, Knicks and Detroit. They're going to be battling. It's going to be on. And then finals. Let's do what we got to do. We're going to do what we got to do. Yeah, Wembanyama ain't our weight class. He better go on with his light ass. We ain't giving him no pass. And he better not start no sacks. Because his ass going to be dashed. Just going in a flash. Yeah, it's going to be hype, right, Mark? It's going to be hype, man. It's going to be hype. MSG, baby. MSG, man. Yeah, they didn't trade Drew Holiday, who could guard 1 through 5. Then they got rid of KP to save some tax money and thought it was going to be a rebound year, But Jalen Brunson said, oh, hell no, we going. And they became second in the East. You got to give JB that credit, man. And Mazzulla, he did a hell of a job. To me, that's the coach of the year. And JB's the MVP, for real. They ain't even counting him in bottom 3. I was surprised at that. JB was the man this year. You got to give it to him. I hate Boston, but I give Jaylen Brown his credit. I am surprised Tatum sat out game 7. And I'm surprised today Franz Wagner going to be out game 7. I am shocked at both of them, really. If you could walk, you should play. You think Josh Hart would let that shit sit him down? Hell no. Josh Hart could have sat down. In the last game, we beat Atlanta's ass, but he didn't. He came to play. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, they were going to have to travel to Boston for tomorrow, but instead, they got the Sixers coming up to MSG. If they fire Mazzulla, it'd be stupid as hell. They can't keep Mazzulla. Mazzulla, it ain't his fault that Tatum was out most of the year. They're gonna have to keep Mazzulla, man. If they want to come back to get a chance at winning the chip, they need a center. They better go after Isaiah Hartenstein and quit playing. That's what they need to do. If I'm in Boston, never mind Mazzulla. Leave Mazzulla alone. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Josh Hart, you think he'd be sitting if he was Franz Wagner or Jason Tatum? Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So here we go. We got some dogs in New York, y'all. We got some street dogs. We got West 4th Street. We got Rucker Park. We got 144th Street dogs in New York. That's what we got. Yeah. So yeah, they did. They fired Tibbs, who made it to the conference finals last year. Okay. If it wasn't for lucky ass Halliburton, we might have been in the finals. So is what it is. Is what it is. Here we go though. So this year, I gotta charge up my phone. Be getting ready to go to the restaurant, taking my wife for her birthday to one of our favorite spots down here. And then we gonna celebrate her birthday, you know. Enjoy that. Yeah. I'm gonna give Atlanta 2 games if they split in New York. If they don't split in New York, it's gonna be Knicks in 5. Yeah. And then they're gonna rest again, waiting for Detroit to beat whoever ass that they gotta play. Yeah. Yeah. So here we go, man. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy with my baby. We're gonna have a good time. We always do. And we're gonna be I'm just wait for this phone to charge before we head out. Yeah, well, that's what happened to Slow Runner. Y'all always complaining, saying the Knicks rely on threes. Boston really rely on threes. They were missing KP and Drew Holiday. They were really relying on threes. Yeah, they were missing KP and Drew Holiday. Um, against you mean against Orlando? Because they got more dog than Orlando does. Orlando can't shoot. Detroit got more dog, and Detroit's tougher, and Detroit's coming for blood, and they're in Detroit. I'm gonna have to go with Detroit on this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Detroit on this one. Yeah. Here we go though. It's fun basketball to watch when your team is the favorite. It's fun basketball to watch when your team is one of the favorites. How many years we could say the Knicks really, and the media is still not giving us our propers, but it's all good. The Knicks still are the favorites to me to come out the East. The Knicks are the favorites. There were some doubters, when they went through their 11-game, 2-9 stretch or whatever. There were some doubters, but some of us was hanging tough, and we knew the Knicks was gonna come back, and here we be. They just need to figure out to get the ball to Cat and quit making it complicated, and we'll be all right. And here we are. They're giving the ball to Cat. Okay? Not make it complicated. Just give Cat the ball, move out the way. That's it. Send old Embiid and his pretty Brazilian wife on vacation to make another baby and go on with life. Okay? Y'all enjoy the game today. We're going to enjoy this game today. It's going to be fun watch. They're going to be both scratching each other's eyes out, trying to get game 7. It's going to be on, though. It's going to be on. So, and then Cleveland, Toronto, RJ and them. I hope RJ and them been. I want to see BI. Is BI playing today? What y'all think? Is BI playing today? BI against is BI playing in Cleveland today? What they saying? Let me see. It's a game time decision. Let me just take a look here. Brandon Ingram walking boot morning shoot around ahead of 7 game. So he got a walking boot, but it sounds like he's day to day, so we don't know. Brandon Ingram might show up to play today. Yeah, thank you, Corey. Back at you double, brother. Back at you double. Back at you double. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kennard. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, here we go. Woo, it's going to be 2 really good games today, man. I'm going to have my little juice with me. I'm going to have some Cabernet Sauvignon today. We're going to go with that. And we're going to see what happens. For real. Yeah, he has. Shred really been good for Toronto. Really good. Okay. So we're gonna see how this works out. But Shred has been good. Shed has been good at the point guard spot defensively. Jamal Shed for Emmanuel quickly. Brandon Ingram, Jacoby Walter has been good. RJ's been good. And actually, I rank out of the four teams left, and your Knicks are part of the Final Four. I rank Toronto as the worst bench of the four, and they good. Shed, Jacoby Walter, Murray Boyles, Mamu. They got a good, Trace Jackson Davis, Grady Dick. They got a pretty good bench. They got a pretty good bench. Yeah. So we're gonna see what happens, man. Anyway, though, please enjoy the games. Please be safe out there. Yeah, we'll be enjoying it with you and looking forward to our team tomorrow doing what we got to do. Be safe. Shalom.